Hello, good evening, and welcome to the penultimate round of HDR Tier 2, and we're from Mexico this evening for round 13. And is this going to be the day that Positive clinches the Tier 2 championship, or can Jerka and Kev keep it going into Bahrain for the final round next week? It's been a highly competitive season. It's not just the top spot that's what we're fighting for. Getting as many points as possible on the board might be the difference in securing a contract for next season, so worth casting an eye a bit lower down the driver standings as well. There's been a big opportunity for English Big Boy to look at claiming P4 in the championship there. With no Desert and no Mantis, it's those three really fighting for that. As a reference, the main story is at the top, and it's Positive, Jerka and Kev. A 38-point blanket over those three. And Positive really has it all to lose. He's 26 points clear of Jerka, so he's going to better the result of the Ferrari tonight. And that should be enough. Kev would have to have a big haul of points in order to make back the difference there. But you never know what's going to happen. The DNF waiting around almost every corner. There's a lot of cars out early on. Usually Coddy the one leading them out. It's Kev this week who is straight out of the garage. We've got the big train with Coddy the two Mercedes. English Big Boy. And the McLaren of Beetle. There's a lot of pressure on Kev. Wow, maybe there's no pressure on Kev. Maybe he doesn't expect to win the title now. From 38 points back. So maybe he's got a bit of a free stab at this. Was one of those Tier 2 drivers that reserved in the Tier 1 race last night, so does have a good idea of what he needs to do around here. As he sets off on this very long start-finish straight. DRS for 2/3 of the straight, really. Very useful when it comes to a race situation. You'll slow the car right down before three corners come at you quite quickly. And then there's a second DRS zone, which heads into the 90 left. Which takes you now into Sector 2, which is really, especially in qualifying, that's going to make the difference. Through this winding section coming up now. With this left-hander, and the carb on the right-hand side, just there that Kev's going to be very careful. It is raised and can spit you out. And this looks very nice from Kev. Oh, with a lovely poise to it. Through there. That's another mini DRS zone there, number 3 on the lap. And through much favoured stadium section. Who's going to be setting off the fireworks through there in an hour or so's time. And it's Kev to set the early pace with a 1:16.5. Body on the mediums is going to come next. A bit low on grip. You can slide an awful lot around this track. 17.5 from Coddy. Norton 17.9. Here comes Galactic Llama. Slots into P2. Beetle the Beast is going to be the next one across the line. 18.4. Then got English Big Boy on the medium tyre, 18.5. Titan Police 19.4. So nobody troubling that time of Kev as of yet. Emma Payne across the line and into third, and Red Sug into second, just a tenth behind. So good luck from Red Sug. This Grumpy's going to be the next one across. He goes P3. Be very happy with that Grumpy, and he'll flip his smile. Really good lap. Elusive Beast. Now coming through those S's. Cool. All over the shot. As I suspect these now all on their in-laps. And we've got Jarka, Positive and Fadoodle all still in the pit, so waiting for the fast run from those. Each of these will now get a time on the board. And it's 8th place with an 18.3. 9th place now with an 18.3, because English Big Boy goes into P3 with 16.8. So there's the opening barrage of laps. Kev setting the pace. Good stuff from Red Sug, who has had a much improved this season this time round. For Haas, struggled to find his feet. He's currently 7th. We've got Red Sug, his teammate for Doodle. Galactic Llama, 8 Data, all separated by 11 points, sorry, in the battle for 7th. We'll have to keep an eye on the two Haas, who are separated by just a point as we head into this penultimate round. And here's Positive then, the championship leader at the minute. You can make a case for any of those three, Kev, Positive or Jarka, as being a deserved title winner, so whichever way it goes, I don't think anybody's going to have any complaints here in Tier 2. They have really been the class of the field. We would be surprised if we didn't see all three of those Tier 1 next year, because they've been putting in some handy results as well when reserving in that tier. If Positive can remain upbeat here for the whole of this race, my money would certainly be on him making it a pain-free week in Bahrain next week and having this sewed up. Here he goes then. Takes the wide line, get as much speed up as you can. And then open the DRS now. And send it all the way down the hill. He's got the track to himself pretty much here, the Alfa Romeo. Bounces slightly off that right-hand curb. Pushing on the track, maximise the speed. DRS open again. You head into the 90 left for the start of Sector 2. It's not absolutely on the money, but it certainly looks good enough at the minute. And Positive. How poised is that Alfa Romeo? Very nicely. He was very quick through the S's in the race situation last night in Tier 1. He does nail in a purple second sector to back up that. It's nice through the stadium section. Be careful on the final corner, you don't lose traction on exit. Keep it wide enough, then you can cut it in. And it's absolutely crucified the field. 1.1 quicker than Kev. It's an astonishing lap from Positive. And the gauntlet thrown down then. The Jarka, who's on his outlap now, but we go with Fadoodle, who's on the medium tyre. Really teasing that throttle. Oh, he's missed the apex, runs wide. Have to lift over that curb if your ride height's not high enough. Has he got the grip on the medium tyre through the S's? That short DRS run. Just a touch deep as well. Car back, run all the way over that curb. And hook it onto this one for a shortest run to the line. 8th place, 17.3 on the softs, not bad. So just Jarka then in the Ferrari without a time. Here he goes for his fast run, the Czech driver. It could be checkmate unless he can beat Positive. Ferrari going lovely. That soft tyre compound. Might get a little bit of toe from Fadoodle there. Could end up being the difference. Just running slightly wide. The curb not raised though, you can go over it. Sharp shifting from Jerker. He stays away from that card, takes the one on the left. Swinging it round. This looks quick. It's purple as well in the middle. I think he was purple as well in the far sector. Coddy's into P3 now. Stuff in the reserve. What's Jerker put in? He's marginally missed out. 2/10 to positive. But it's close. It's very close. And the top three in the championship, unsurprisingly, the top three at the moment in quali. Here's Kev. There's a lot to do though. Has to find over a second, just over a second. If he wants to be on pole. 9/10 if he wants to just make the front row. Kev strong suit is in the race. Very, very rarely makes a mistake. Minimising penalties here is going to be massive. And that's quick through there. From the Williams TP. He's 6/10 up. He's almost finding what he needs here. Just to find a bit more. Track Evolution, we found out last night, is strong in quality. He's English big boy. Makes it an Alfa Romeo lockout at the minute. Big lap into second. Yeah, fine 6/10 but stays fourth. Really good stuff from English big boy. I did reference battling Mantus and Desert, both absent tonight. Needs 12 points to leapfrog Mantus to get into fourth. And that's going to go a long, long way to helping him out. Here's Red Sug. Showing some good early pace, bouncing slightly off the guards, he's invalidated here. Got Galactic Llama behind him. 117 dead to beat to improve. There's 2/10. Not any extra positions for him though. Wilson's invalidated. Positive coming out again on an outlap. Coddy's just started another flyer as well. We've got just over 5 minutes left here. Big boy, I think he's on the way in, he is. Coddy has bounced around the teams after leaving Alpine of his own accord early in the season. Happy to fill in when needed. He's been needed a lot. A very small grid again here tonight in Tier 2. So staying well out of the way. We get a nice look at that white ball. Absolutely stunning special livery. That ball has managed to find something. Body a 10th up. He needs to find a lot more than that though. The top four absolutely flown away and into the 115s. But this might be enough to cement a 5th place on the grid. Which I'm pretty sure he'd be happy with as the best of the rest. He finds almost a 10, 16.5. Might need to do a final run if he wants to cement it. Galactic Llama starting the lap there. Norton's up. Norton's up into P6. Really good stuff from the Mercedes driver. It's positives now on a flyer. He's getting a toe off Grumpy, I think, here. Is this going to impact him later in the lap, I wonder? Should have a lot more pace than the Williams driver. You can see he's already catching him. Oh, and Grumpy, oof, putting the brakes on. Positive 2/10 up. And that far sector with that toe. This could absolutely seal it. If you can have a clean run through here. There's balance. And poise. Soft hands at the wheel. Heavy foot on the throttle. Purple sector 2. Swings it around. Alright, it's been slightly tighter in. I don't think it's going to matter. Keeps it right. And he's into the 114s. Absolutely showing his class here, positive. And if you're going to win the title today, it could be in some style. What a qualifying session this is. English big boy now. Sets off on his flying. I think this is the third run. So will have used all 3 sets of the soft tyre. Emma Payne on an outlap. Does now get out of the way. Jaka and Kev out once again trying to respond then. Red Sug coming out as well. Quite heavy on the brake. It's not been the cleanest this. No, aborts the lap, invalidated. Payne's going to be the next on a run. I think Positive's work's done, and I'd be surprised if anybody can beat that. Consider track evolution was high, so maybe being the last across the line, if that's going to be Jarka or Kev, maybe that could be the difference. There's a tow now. English Big Boy is going to go again, and Positive stayed in front to give a tow. And Positive almost, I think it was over 2 tenths when he got it from Grumpy. A slingshot there for English Big Boy. Payne bouncing through the second half of that chicane into the DRS. He's marginally up. He needs to find 4 tenths. We've got Norton, Red Sug and Galactic Llama. All under 200ths of a gap between them. And there's only a tenth there from Coddy as well. We've got 2 quartets, or 3 quartets really. And Tyson Police is struggling at the back. Emma Payne, 3 tenths up but invalidated, so that'll do there. And what's English Big Boy got then with that tow? It's 2 tenths up. But it is a second hot lap on those tyres. Have they stayed with him? They look like they have. 15.2. Almost a 3/10 improvement. Here comes Jarka. Oh, Jarka, I think, has blown the chance here. Yeah, he has. So Kev, the door open for Kev. Can't take it. Stays 4th. Coddy coming through now. 2 tenths up. It looks like it'll be Positive, English Big Boy, Jarka, Kev, the front 4. What are we going to have behind that? No, Coddy in the wall there, and now trying to send it back across. He does. Across the line for 5th. Red Sug's aborted, so it's be 7th there. Norton, 6th place, really good lap from Mercedes. Beetle stays 12th back there. And Emma Payne for 9th, Grumpy for 10th, for Doodle for 11th. For Doodle be, I don't think, very happy with that. And then Titan Police, managing a 19.4 for Ferrari. He's going to start from 13th, so it couldn't really have gone much better for the championship leader. Pole position, and he's got his teammate as a buffer from his 2 rivals. He only needs to better the result of Jarka. And that should be enough, really. Unless Kev can find a race win from somewhere. But there it is then. Positive. Almost 3 tenths quicker than his teammate. English Big Boy. 4 tenths quicker than Jarka, though Jarka didn't manage to get that final run in. Which might have taken that Alfa Romeo lockout It's Kev for P4, Coddy for 5th. Good session there. Norton, I reference. Good session as well, 6th. Red Sug looked quick early on. Couldn't get another lap in. 7th. Llama for 8th. Emma Payne for 9th. Grumpy rounds out the top 10. And then for Doodle, who was on the medium tyre, as was Titan Police. Beetle the Beast is in the middle of that medium tyre sandwich. Those three will get free choice of strategy. It's softs for everyone inside the top 10. And a small field, this could be a tight race. They've referenced the penalty situation is the penalty count can be very high. Heading through sector 2, 3 seconds very easily to pick up. You can go bang, 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 and before you know it, you've received a penalty. As far as the constructor standings go, Alfa Romeo, the champions. You know, Ferrari and Red Bull competing for P2, so Ferrari really need a good result from Jerka. As much for himself, but the team, they're 6 points ahead of Red Bull with no Red Bull drivers here. Got Coddy reserving for them. So there is points available there, but it's 2v1 in terms of the seats. 6 points they lead. Ferrari 168, Red Bull 162. And then Williams are only 10 back from Ferrari on 158. So really Kevin Jarka fighting for the team as well as themselves. And then Alpha Tauri and Alpine are separated by just 1 point in 5th and 6th. So there is still things to play for. I'm sure team principals would have been reminding their drivers before the race, or their whoever's stepping in for them. Team points at stake still. It's not time to take your foot off the gas just yet. And we will be looking at a 2-stop strategy. So it'll be soft start for most of the grid inside the top 10. And then they'll have the option of boxing for the medium or the soft tyre for the second stint, and then running the alternate for their final pit stop. Shouldn't really see the hard tyre being used unless there's a safety car scenario potentially, but I think most of the drivers have got fresh mediums from quali and whatnot. And we're just waiting for the drivers. It's the last chance to get ready then. Quick toilet break. Freshman top up. Can be a long one around here. There is the possibility of safety cars. High speed sector 2 again. I myself lost it last night in tier 1 through there. Finding the wall. And I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen 1 or 2 heading towards the barriers on the outside. And that can bring out a safety car. So as much as it's likely to be a 2-stop strategy, safety car can always make it a 3-stop, maybe a late box for some softs. But the deg on the rears can be high as well, which causes a loss of grip, and as soon as you start losing the grip and the car is sliding, can catch you out this track. Not much camber to it. As soon as the tyres drop off, then there's big problems. And the drivers are ready then. And we'll have the formation lap. With Deg being high, there's a real balance to find. They're making sure they're hot enough, but also not banging them out too much, because getting a good start, vital, especially for Positive and English Big Boy. They need as much grip in those rears as they can get. They need them knocking around that 100 degrees mark. The optimum launch. And I wonder if English Big Boy will send it into turn 1. If he gets the drive on his teammate, if he has the slipstream, will he make the move? Or is he going to sit in, hold Jarka, hold Kev? I do love referencing the collision on week 1 that we've seen between these two in Monza. I think there was another at some point this season, so it's not been plain sailing, but the relationship between them is good. I wouldn't be surprised if English Big Boy is happy to sit in, let Positive take a bit of a gap. Pressure really is on Jarka. Kev still in the hunt. Jarka knows he has to beat Positive. Really, they could do with Positive DNFing, and from a sheer spectator point of view, to take it to the last race would be nice, but Positive won't like hearing me say that. He's got a job to do, and he's definitely good enough to get the job done here tonight. There is the pit stop tragedy. I think the soft hard is a possibility, but so that happened at all. Unless there's a safety car around that mark. There we go then. The field nice and tight on the formation lap. Nobody lagging behind, which is good. Fighting Police bring up the rear on the mediums. Beetle the Beast has gone with the hards to start, eyeing up a one stop. I did see on the chat, might be a hard medium, hard medium, sorry. Might be looking at there then. It's an interesting play. For Doodle doing the same by the looks of it on the hard tyre as well in P11. Titan Police and Beetle the Beast just slot in. The lights are on. The engines are revving. And away they go then. Who's going to get the best start? Jarka in the slipstream. And already he's passed one Alfa Romeo. Now he's going down the outside of Positive. The front two. Side by side then into turn 1. Positive's got the inside line. English Big Boy then has got Coddy to his inside. Kev's dropped back to 5th and being attacked as well, and Jarka's round. Positive and Jarka come together and the Ferrari drops to the back. That's massive, massive moment. Coddy's into P2. Great start there. Red Sug and Kev close together. Beetle the Beast and Emma Payne side by side. And Payne now on the inside. Beetle the Beast with the grip on exit. He's on the hard tyre. Emma Payne just slides it up the inside and holds P7. And look at Jarka off the back now. There was definite contact between Positive and Jarka. Maybe that will need to be looked at. I wonder if there's onboard footage that will need to be seen by the stewards, but it's Positive who's already pulled out a second to Coddy. And Norton's DNF'd. Where's Norton gone? He's gone just before the stadium section. It's a VSC. And that's a very interesting place to lose it. And here's Jarka then. There's got a gaggle of cars ahead of him, and he needs to pass everybody now in the field. He's certainly good enough to do it though. This is not over for Jarka. Back racing then. Green flag. Titan Police all over the back of Fadoodle. English Big Boy and Coddy have got tight. They've pulled over a second though to Kev. Red Sug already 3 seconds. He'd say they can come at you. Bish bash bosh. And they have done for the Haas driver. He's not going to be the only one to get a pen this race, so he needs to just keep his head. Jacka past Grumpy already. He's now got his teammate Titan Police ahead of him. Somebody absolutely smashing the marking boards there. And Titan Police does let his teammate through. Good teamwork there. There's Jacka's on the charge. Lets him go. And he's got Fadoodle and Beetle the Beast in the way now then. The field is slightly spread. So over second gaps developing already. This is a real ERS sucker as well. A straight. Back saving his. Beetle the Beast using absolutely all of theirs. Jacka's got those two hard runners firmly in his sights. Can he steer past them cleanly? There's another DRS zone hit. To be activated next time they come around because it's the same detection point. DRS zones 1 and 2 and Fadoodle very much lets Jacka by as well. He's back into 9th. Beetle the Beast though, I don't think he's going to do the same as Fadoodle. Fadoodle knows he's not racing the Ferrari. Sees him by. Maybe a bit too easily from a sporting point of view. Now Jacka really held up behind the McLaren. This is where you notice the tyre difference. Beetle the Beast ignoring the corner. Didn't bother with that one. I'm straight across it. Jacka will just have to wait for a couple more corners. Good news is for Fadoodle as they're tagged into a DRS train. Grumpy now joins the 3-second penalty crew. Titan Police tight in on the Haas then. English Big Boys past Coddy. Easily down into turn 1. Kev tagging on the back there. Titan Police in the slipstream of Fadoodle. Jacka up ahead as well. Gets it done on Beetle. Fadoodle's going to fight this with Titan Police. He's going to keep it. He just cut the corner in 3 seconds. But he keeps it. He passed by English Big Boy. So Alfa Romeo's back into a 1-2 situation. Positive now. 2.2 seconds clear of the field. Can't relax just yet. Front 5 breaking away. Red Sug might have that 3-second penalties, but he's got 2.6 seconds to Galactic Llama in the bank. He's tagged in behind Kev as well, so he's going to have DRS to help him get away even more. Beetle the Beast in the book now as well, with 3 seconds. What's going to happen here then? Ooh, Red Sug very tight on the outside. English Big Boy pops in a powerful lap. Kev had the better exit. And they're quite steady now, the front 5. They're happy to be dragged away. Red Sug certainly will be happy to be dragged away. He's out of that 3-second penalty range already. As for Doodle, coast past Beetle the Beast, and Titan Police is going to do the same. Beetle's going to fight it though with the Ferrari to the inside. There's contact, and the McLaren's round. It was always going to happen there. As soon as Beetle sent back to the inside, didn't want to lose 2 positions in one go. There was going to be contact. They were side by side. But it's the McLaren who was on the inside of the corner and is the one who spun around. There's now 7 seconds and has got absolutely red as tyres. Off the back there, Grumpy. 3 more seconds. For Grumpy, yes, 6 now. Titan Police joins in 3 seconds as well now. There's the position change then, so Jacka, as we know, the big loser. Norton, who had a good quali session, has ruined it all on lap 1 in the wall. Grumpy down 1 as well, so a lot of gainers in the field. It's Coddy, who's to the inside of English Big Boy, bit of lack of grip on exit. Might have the better line here though. Has saved a lot of ERS, not going to use it. Does open DRS though. Emma Payne and Jacka side by side now, bit of contact. Emma Payne yields to the outside. Jacket into P7, progress being made. And 2, 3, 4, 5 are bunching up. That's the good thing about the DRS straight here, being so long and there being 3 of them. You can get these real pockets of action. Oh, Red Sug's going to run wide, that will be a warning I think. Beetle the Beast in the book again. On to 6 seconds. And I've gained that time back. Titan Police as well now, 6 seconds. I'm almost going a second a lap in terms of penalties, that could be dangerous. Could be some cricket scores out there. And Coddy's close to English Big Boy. Saving his ERS though. English Big Boy's basically drained the battery, and here comes Coddy now deploying some. And Beetle the Beast is in the wall there in the stadium section. We're trying to slip that Alfa Romeo back around the outside, can't. It's lovely stuff from Coddy. Red Sug tight on Kev. Can he get the drive and exit? He can't. Kev with the better traction. And we'll keep it. And the pain's still tight to Jarka. Jarka. Keep it out. Will he have this DNF? And there's Beetle the Beast has gone. And that suspect back there from Beetle the Beast, I have to say, without seeing what's happened, is there going to be a safety car? Looked like they almost binned it down into the runoff here. And now they have gone in the stadium section. The car has been cleared though. And we're back racing again. For Doodle and Titan Police close as well. Doodle will be thinking about it up the home straight. Coddy's got a decent gap here to English Big Boy. And he's got a lot of ERS in the bank. It's been some really good management on the juice button from Coddy. English Big Boy's not going to be close enough. Coddy's got some in the bank if he needs it. But Fadoodle then does coast past Titan Police. Very easy. As soon as you get DRS. That's what English can do then. Can he stick tight enough through the rest of the lap to attack Coddy next time round? Can't relax too much though. Kev and Red Sug still tucked in behind. Then it's over 5 seconds now to Galactic Llama and English Big Boy. I said about that carb on the right hand side. And Coddy's on to 3 seconds. Kev closer to the Alfa Romeo than he has been previously. And a pain into the book, 3 seconds. Just didn't quite get that right hander nailed down, and English just gets away. Again, Kev, really good ERS management. English Big Boy spunked it all. Well, has got DRS and the slipstream. Coddy covers to the outside. Titan Police now is on to 9 as well as Grumpy. We'll see the drivers boxing within a couple of laps here, I would think. Some may try the undercut. I want to go in this lap. English tight now to Coddy. To Coddy, sorry. He needs to keep it through the S's. Can't afford to get in the carb on the right hand side here. Now, stay off of that. That's where he lost it. And there, Coddy loses it. And straight into the wall. It's not a DNF. But it is a front wing gone for the Red Bull, who's enjoying a really good race. But he just touched that carb I referenced. And there it was, enough to send the back end around and into the wall. So English Big Boy in the end just applied the pressure. Didn't need to make the pass. Only trying to skate his way back to the pits, but needs to get to the other side of the track, and he's in the way of Galactic Llama. And that's going to compromise him, because Jarka's in tight and with DRS, and this should be an easy pass. Well, not with DRS, or with DRS, sorry. Lama did get it as well off the Coddy. The slipstream, ERS, and Red Sug. Where's Red Sug gone? Oh, he's in the pit. Right to me then, Red Sug. A doodle to the inside of Titan Police. Doodle, Titan Police, good grip on the mediums. The Haas gets across, is it the switchback? DRS for the Haas, but Titan Police had the run. And if he can pick that car around the outside. He's not, is he going to go for the switchback again? Oh, Fadudo's going to keep it. Good racing from these two though, very respectful racing. Maybe this is down to, still tight here. Fadudo deep, Fadudo wide. They're both on that Coddy card. Lack of grip now as Titan Police goes wide. Oh, and holds it nicely. Good etiquette from those two. I was going to say, this is a product of the etiquette race. We have English Big Boy into the pits for reference. We have etiquette races here in HDR. Run by Armour King. Oh, Titan Police into the wall. Now boxes. Mediums then. English Big Boy in, Jacket in, Galactic Llama in. Red Sug coming past. It's a P5. I think has had a decent undercut. And I wonder if he'll be able to jump Kev. He needs to bang in another good lap here on the medium compounds. Kev's gone again, as has Positive. Coddy and Emma Payne both up for the soft tyre again, so soft, medium for them. Soft and medium soft, I would presume, for English Big Boy, Red Sug, Galactic Llama, Jerka and Grumpy. Although if they fancy switching those mediums out, they could box earlier and go for the medium tyre again, but it would leave them vulnerable in that final stint. Positive in them from the lead. Kev will follow him in. Slow it down to that 50-mile-an-hour limit here in Mexico. It's going to be Fadoodle, who's tiptoeing his way through the stadium like a quiet mouse. Tip, tip, tip on the throttle. Who's going to take the lead? An English Big Boy. He's not going to take the lead actually, because Positive's out ahead of Fadoodle. That's big for Positive. That's really big. And Kevin Red Sug is close. Red Sug's got the run. Round the outside. Kev on those cold tyres. Doesn't have the line for the dispersed. And then Red Sug gets it. The undercut does pay off. He might have done an extra lap or so, Red Sug, but he's got track position on Kev. Can Kev keep with him then? Red Sug, good traction on exit there. Went slightly deep, Kev caught it nicely. Smooth as anything. Now has DRS to help bridge the gap. Later on the brakes as well. This has been a good outlap from Kev. He's kept with the Haas. Red Sug's gone deep. Not too deep, slightly deep. And Kev will be close enough. English Big Boy passes Fadoodle easily. And here comes Kev, who's going to pass the other Haas easily. Red Sug thought about fighting it. Can he do the same as Kev? This could be a 1-2 punch. They could be overtaking each other every lap. Yellow flag, it's for Doodle, who's lost grip on that hard tyre in the middle sector. And he's round, and that's going to ruin the strategy, really, for Doodle. Red Zug is going to send it. Oh, Kev thought about it. Kev goes deep. Red Zug's just going to sit behind and wait for DRS, is he? Here's the smart move. No need to come together. Is he going to get this done, Red Zug? I don't think he is, you know. Kev's done a really good job spinning some ERS and holds P3. Tight back in the midfield as well there. Trying to make his way back through, but he's in traffic now. Them are paying Coddy for Doodle at the head of that on that hard tyre as well. He's not going to be helping him. He's trying to get through the field. Red Zug is still tight enough to get DRS. He's got no overtake. Whereas Kev has got a bucket load to use to defend. And got the better exit as well in that Williams. What can Red Zug do? Not get close enough. Kev doing a really good job here. I wonder if these two maybe will just think, well, they could nail down 3-4 here. Don't start tripping over each other. Jarka past Coddy now. Emma Payne though on the softs is on a really good run. He's progressing. Jarka flying up again. Alpha Male's cruising out front. Still. There's a yellow flag. It's up to 2. Nobody round though. Red Zug will sit in the DRS pocket of Kev. Galactic Llama close to Coddy. Coddy's race really has unravelled after that mistake in Sector 2. I have to say, for dude, we're doing a good job on those hards actually. Jack is not catching quite as quick as I thought he would do. Galactic Llama closing on the back of Coddy very quickly in that braking zone. I think the Red Bull under pressure. It is now closing up on the Haas though. Such poise, beautiful to see when the car is handled like that. Galactic Llama switches places with Coddy under the DRS zone. And it is a DRS zone, but it's a prolific overtaking spot, but he's got it done. On to three more seconds as well, and Jarka will get this pass done now with DRS. There he goes. Coddy tight in on Lama. We'll have the inside line. Has got the soft tyre as well. Lama just squeezed a touch, and Coddy, he realised, and Red Sug 3 seconds. Oh, and there's Lama into the side of the Red Bull. What's happening here? They're all over the shop. Very strange exchange. Oh, and there's Coddy. Now ghosting Lama's back. What a weird exchange there. And Lama now with DRS. Close enough. Coddy to the outside. Now into the stadium section. Side by side still. And Coddy's going to hold it for the minute. Lama sliding on exit. Now he'll need to get tight again. He's got no ERS to use. Coddy's got a bit if he needs it. And he might need to squeeze it. Because here comes Lama. And he's past Coddy. Ooh, lags miles back. And the Mercedes is through. What a strange exchange between those two. Coddy back into the 2-point slot then in P9. Just check in the positive. Look at the mini-map. Look at the gap. We're just going to tick by the halfway point of this Grand Prix. Positive, I don't think, will ever get many easier than what he's got right now. He's got English Big Boy, his teammate, 6 seconds back. He's then got Kev a further 6.5 seconds back from English. And then Jaka back in P6 is going to do nowhere near enough at the minute after that lap 1 coming together. Emma Payne is trying to bridge the gap to Red Sug. Red Sug on the medium tyre for this stint, just being pulled along by Kev. This is good from those two. There's a bit of a walk in the park at the moment. Jaka's trying. He's trying to squeeze. There's the penalty counts that come into play near the end. Titan Police, 15 seconds. Did say some people might going at a second lap. Coddy and Galactic Llama, they've switched places again. Those two having a right ding dong. Ranieri style, dilly ding, dilly dong. And here comes the Mercedes again. Had to back out. Coddy's not got the line at all right through that section. And Llama, oh, he loves it being squeezed. There's contact again. Mercedes is through. I think Coddy went to squeeze Galactic Llama, probably fairly enough. I don't think Llama reacted at all. He just seemed to just say, well, I'm carry on going in a straight line. There's any damage, no harm done. And Coddy's coming back then. Just squeeze the ERS. And get this done very easily. Again, Llama thought about the squeeze. And those two switch once more. Llama try and get close again. Does seem to be getting the better of Coddy in Sector 2. Seems to be a strong point for the Mercedes there over the Red Bull. And Red Sug has just dropped out of DRS on Kev. He might be okay with that because Emma Payne softs will be wearing now. About 7 or 8 laps on that soft tyre, Emma Payne. Yeah, he's on to 8 laps. They'll be losing a lot of rear end grip. And it probably won't damage Red Sug too much. We'll be on the quicker tyre for the final stint anyway, by the looks of it. Jaka is actually closing on Emma Payne. maybe Red Sug's got to worry about Jarka. Well, he's into the... Whoa, DNF'd. Well, I was going to say into the pits, but into the pit wall, and it's a full safety car. As the Red Bull sits stranded, and this is going to throw... I mean, this is not good for Positive, who had these absolutely in the bag. And this is now going to bunch up, so... Oh, Kev speeding under the safety car. He does get punished for this, I think, Kev. He's very unlucky with these. And we'll have to serve a drive-through. And that's going to really hurt him. This would be nice for Doodle yet to box off of that hard tyre. We'll see the switch is being made, so this might help Emma Payne as well, because it means Emma Payne's had a good couple of soft stints. Now will likely be on the same tyre as the rest of the field, so... Oh, it is softs for Positive. Gonna go long on those. English big boy. Soft as well. Slightly held up. Emma Payne fits mediums. Kev goes softs. Red Sug goes mediums. Emma Payne mediums. Jack and mediums. I mean, that's the call I would have made. Ballsy for Doodle. Once again, refusing to box under safety car. Hates boxing under a safety car. Galactic Llama mediums. Titan Police and Grumpy coming in mediums on the Ferrari. And it's softs for Grumpy. So that party firmly in belief that soft is the tyre of choice. They'll be hoping for as many laps beyond the safety car as possible. And Fadoodle does box then. A lap later, does go in. Maybe wanted to just squeeze the extra lap out on the hard tyre, but it's going to send him to the back of the field now is the issue, and it is the soft tyre. Maybe that's why the choice was made there. Oh, it probably would have been better just doing the lap behind the safety car. We'll come out in front of Grumpy, so it's going to be P9 for Fadoodle. As long as they can finish, they're guaranteed points now. All the drivers. Any for Jarka's thoughts? Needs to clear the other. Has the pace to clear Emma Payne and Red Sug quickly. Emma Payne will be a problem. Looked very good in that last stint on soft tyre. Have they got the same pace on the mediums is the question. And Red Sug's been driving nicely as well. So it won't be easy for Jarka, but he certainly has the pace to clear them. It's then about clearing 3 soft runners. 2 of which being title challengers. And the other, the teammate of the driver currently leading the championship. To be fair to English Big Boy, I refer to him as the teammate of the driver leading the championship, but his points have been instrumental. Meaning that Alfa Romeo are the Constructors' Champions in Tier 2. 22 points this season, currently in 5th. And is on to leapfrog Mantus. And safety car then. clears out of the way and allows Positive. And maybe there's some brinkmanship going on here, because Positive already has a 3.3 second gap to his teammate. Red Sug and Kev going at it. These two have been side by side here already. Red Sug, nice move though. And here comes Jack. Is he going to follow him through? Kev under attack from all angles. Jack around the outside. Has it done? Oh, and Tyson Police on the grass out there. Side by side with the Aston Martin of Emma Payne. Emma Payne late on the brakes though. Keeps it. I think there was some brinksmanship between the Alfa Romeo pair there. Maybe you would say justice is done because Positive had had the gap he had. Not strictly sporting. But he is 3.3 clear. Out in front again then. Fadoodle and Lama drops to the back now. That medium tyre. Surprised Kev. Dropping 2 places to the medium runners. Jarka and Red Sug. No DRS for a couple of laps as well now after safety car. It's going to be our ERS management. Do they spend it all now? Or do they wait for a real boost when it comes to DRS as well? Jarka, excellent drive though on exit, is sucking that ERS. Red Sug saving. Maybe knows Jarka's the quicker driver. Jarka through on the inside. Kev's coming though for Red Sug to the inside. And gives the Haas a taste of his own medicine. Red Sug across the curb. Kev shuts him off. Red Sug on the switch. Oh, I didn't get any exit. And Red Sug now is the one to drop from 3rd to 5th. Jarka onto the podium spot. Maybe Kev just didn't have those tyres ready on the restart. Fadoodle tight on Titan Police. Soft against medium, the battle here. Boys from the Haas. Titan Police slightly out of shape. Biding his time for Doodle. Payne now. Red Sug 1.5 seconds off the back as Kev's in the pits. Oh, he's got his drive through, hasn't he? My bad. Kev with that drive through. They have a speeding under safety car conditions, and that's going to drop him all the way back to 9th, and more importantly, a long way back off his teammate. Well, probably more importantly than that, a long way off the leader, Positive. And Jack has got his work cut out to chase the soft Alfa Romeos. Titan Police and Fadoodle might have a ding-dong in the end here. Oh, Titan Police out of shape. No shape. It's all through there. Fadoodle closing on Emma Payne now has shaken the Ferrari because of that. And they're tight to Red Sug. Look how close this is. And it's rolled for Doodle. How late on the brakes? And has it done? Leaves Emma Payne out to dry. And now he sets about getting after his teammate. Will there be any team orders here, I wonder? For Doodle on the soft tyre. Drop Emma Payne to 9/10. If they can get out of DRS here, of the Aston Martin. The Haas duo could work together. Emma Payne just squeezes in. 1.2 back now. Needs a good last sector here. Fadoodle so tight now on Red Sug. Emma Payne is close enough. And I think Red Sug has moved out of the way. Fadoodle, good exit as well, gets through. Red Sug will sit in the slipstream. And he needs to sit within DRS. If they can do that and get away from Emma Payne. Grumpy and Titan Police switch back there. This is a good shift from Grumpy, I have to say. Who at times has struggled, but has really looked an improved driver in this race. Doing a very respectable quali session. Driving well here, under the radar, and into P7. This is good stuff from Grumpy. I wonder if they might just think about Emma Payne. A penalty situation not good though for Grumpy. It is over Titan Police, but we'll certainly drop the place to Kev as well at the minute. On the pen count. It's still a good shift from Grumpy. Titan Police 3 more seconds, on to 21 now. Red Sug has fallen out of DRS of Fadoodle. The old saying, you never leave a Haas behind, has been absolutely ignored by the Cypria. And Red Sug hung out to dry here with Emma Payne coming. A decent exit from Red Sug. Trying to break the toe. Emma Payne is going to slide up the inside. Red Sug, he's been on the outside. A lot of the time there's contact and the Aston Martin's round. Contact again at turn 1 between drivers. And this time it's Emma Payne who falls. Was looking good. That will need to be reviewed, I'm sure, afterwards. It certainly leaves Red Sug in the clear for the minute. And someone who is in the clear is positive. 5 seconds from English Big Boy, who's 5.7 from Jarka. We are seeing the Tier 2 Championship being wrapped up here in sublime style. Grumpy still going strong. He's got 7 seconds, but needs a 6-second gap. At least, easy for me to say, to Emma Payne. That's what we want to keep an eye on. Got the Glam up 3 more. He's tagged right off the back. Fadoodle is absolutely flying on the soft tyre. And he's flying towards the podium here. Jarka under pressure. Fadoodle within a second. He needs to be in there at the detection point. And then this is on. Slightly deep. But he's got more grip. Did he squeeze inside at the detection point? We'll soon find out. It's not going to be this time anyway. Even if he did, but... Oh, no DRS. In terms of catching that Ferrari, that's going to come to the wire as well. Kev close on Emma Payne back there. It's really a lost cause for Kev now. Even in what might be the fight for P2 in the championship, could be practically over. That drive-through really eliminated any hope there for him, and it's a shame. As ever, he's drove a stellar race. Could still be a good result because no penalties on the board. We'll have to see what he ends up with. Let's look at Fadoodle. Red Sug 3 seconds. He's alright at the minute to hang on to that P5 with that. Grumpy behind him on 12, so there's no danger there. No pain with the 6, but is a long way back. The only issue he might have is if there's any retrospective punishment for that collision with the Aston Martin. And Fadoodle is within DRS range this time, so he is closing. With 5 laps to go. He's closing, he's closing. And I think Jack is going to close the door on this lap. This is a good job from Fadoodle. It has been a good signing for Haas. 48 points amassed in a short while here. This result's going to help him leapfrog Red Sug into P7 in the standings. Titan Police bangs in the quickest lap of the race on the soft tyre. Fadoodle 3 seconds. That'll be Jarka breathing a huge sigh of relief. Fadoodle now has to get this done quickly. And does. Jarka really yielded on the outside. Maybe he's going to be content to sit in the pocket and pick that podium up over the line at the end. Kev close on Emma Payne. Oh, Emma Payne squirreling everywhere. Jarka hunting the Haas. Fadoodle's late on the brakes. Jarka's on the outside, not done. Kev does have it done easily. No, Jarka will sit in the pocket. Probably knows the championship's gone, but might want to cement that P2. And the third place will go a long way to doing that. Fadoodle somehow forced Jarka into a mistake. Payne, Kev pulling away there. Oh, Jarka on to 6 then. It's raced back on for the podium. Fadoodle's ears will have pricked. And it's game on again. Game on! Round the final corner, Jarka certainly close enough to have this done into turn 1 as well. Fadoodle, nice exit. Jarka not taking the toe. Does now, momentarily, back out. Titan please on to 24 seconds. Jarka never really got close. And Fadoodle stays. Fadoodle pulls away. Strange from Jarka. Seems to almost let Fadoodle keep that position. Back through the S's they go. Clean from both this time so far. Fadoodle on that soft tyre. There's a bit of bonus grip over Jarka. Ferrari keeping with the Haas. It's positive now has started the penultimate lap. Jarka this time has a good exit. Fadoodle getting away. Squeezing all that overtake. Has drained the battery. Maybe Jarka's just saving as much battery as possible for a last lap lunge, maybe. Maybe that's the thinking. He needs to make sure he's going to be close enough So needs a good lap here. Much overtake can Fadoodle recover? Closes right up again. Who is going to be on that final step of the podium? It could be either of these two. It's been a great drive from Fadoodle, who opted for the one stop. I have to say he's going to pull it off in some style, whether it's third or fourth. It's going to be a remarkable drive. He's got a decent gap. DRS will squeeze Jarka a touch closer. Late on the brakes as well. Lovely line. Slightly deep. Fadoodle took it cleanly. Oh, and he's wobbled it! Fadoodle holds it together just. But the door now wide open. Up the inside for Jarka. Slots back in for the slipstream. Fadoodle squeezing all the overtake. But here's Jarka coasting through. And has Fadoodle made a fatal error? And can he stick with Jarka? Is there one more move to be made? Lovely line. But Jarka drives away and has DRS again. To extend the gap to almost 7/10. It needs to be perfect now from Fadoodle if he wants to get on the podium. We are going to have to break away, because into the stadium section comes Positive, ready to be crowned the Tier 2 champion. It's been an absolutely sublime drive. Champion worthy from Positive. Round the final corner, and Positive is the Tier 2 champion. Thoroughly deserved for the Alfa Romeo driver. English Big Boy's going to come through for second, and Fadoodle has passed Jarka. Oh, and Kev's gone! Kev retires on the final lap. I think Jarka's run out of fuel, you know. He's in low fuel mode. And that's given Fadoodle what I think is a very well-deserved podium. The season almost ends in complete disaster for Kev, who's not going to score. So it's going to be 4th for Jarka. Red Sug, solid drive for 5th. Emma Payne battled for 6th. Grumpy, great performance in 7th. Tyan Police may have racked up the penalties, but fair play for sticking in, hanging around. And he's going to get 4 points for Ferrari. That's going to be big for them in the fight against Red Bull. And the same has to be said for Galactic Llama, who's going to come through to take 2 for Mercedes. But the story really is all about Positive. It's been an absolutely scintillating season. And Positive has taken the crown. Alfa Romeo take the constructors, and they've taken the drivers as well. It's a 1-2 on the day. If Fadoodle gets a driver there, it's probably a fair shout. Great one-stop strategy from the Haas. And yeah, it's a shame really to see the other 2 title contenders, Jarka finishing with no fuel, and Kev on the last lap not managing to finish at all. And that's going to be a big boost for Jarka, who was already 12 points clear of Kev. And Kev's going to need a race win. And I think maybe anything under a 9th place. That's a lot of guesswork in my head. And Kev should be classified, actually, I think. He might get given that 1 point. I think it was the last lap DNF. I wouldn't be surprised to see the point given to Kev. I think that's only fair. Has completed suitably enough for the race, I think. But there is Positive. We've seen him on the top step with his teammate, English Big Boy. Really good backup drive. Finishes 14 seconds back. But did a vital job for his teammate today. Fadoodle gets onto the podium. Superb strategy from 11th. Jarka had it all to do. Third in quali. Spin at turn 1 after the contact with Positive. battled really hard not to be in the end on the medium tyre. Red Sug, as I said, solid for 5th, Emma Payne 6th, Grumpy 7th, Titan Police and Galactic Llama battling through. Titan Police get the bonus point as well for fastest lap. So fair play there. And it was an absorbing race. 36 laps around there, not easy to drive. So fair play to the drivers. Fair play for Positive for winning the title. Alfa Romeo absolutely sweep the season. But we've got one more round to go. And that is next week in Bahrain. Bahrain, always a scintillating track for league racing. We'll have the final rounds there. And the championship wrapped up, but I think there's still going to be a lot of pride to race for next week. And that is going to be massive. But before that, we've got the F2 Championship coming to an end soon as well. We've got the penultimate round of that tomorrow. And that is close at the top as well between Hurricane and a certain other driver. But certainly worth tuning in if you can for that tomorrow. 7 PM. We're in Singapore, I think. Which is going to be a very tough one. Trying to guide those go-karts around the streets of Singapore there. But yeah, you can join us then, 7 PM for Doodle, back on comms, the GOAT, for Tier 1 finale, Monday at 7 PM. That will be GMT, not BST, so make sure your clocks are changed for that. And then I'll be back for the Tier 2 finale at the same time next Tuesday in Bahrain. Have a good week, stay safe, and good night.